For nearly 40 years, Peter Falk graced living rooms worldwide, captivating audiences with his portrayal of Lieutenant Columbo. The series began with 2 pilot episodes in 1968 and 1971, eventually airing on NBC from 1971 to 1978. Surprisingly, after a hiatus of over a decade, the show made a triumphant return on ABC from 1989 to 2003, delighting both loyal fans and a new generation of mystery enthusiasts. The character of Lieutenant Columbo was unlike any other Los Angeles homicide detective, known for his distinctive raincoat and ever-present cigar. This unconventional detective became a resounding success, earning accolades from fans and critics alike. Peter Falk's outstanding portrayal earned him 4 Emmys, solidifying the series as a classic in the realm of TV crime dramas. Interestingly, the creators of the show, William Link and Richard Levinson, initially had someone else in mind for the role. Peter Falk was not the first or second choice for the part of Lieutenant Columbo. Initially, Bing Crosby was considered, but he declined the opportunity. Then, the role was considered for Lee J. Cobb. However, fate had other plans, and Peter Falk ended up getting his hands on the script, courtesy of his agents at William Morris. Instantly captivated by the character, Falk reached out to co-creator William Link, expressing his unwavering desire to bring the enigmatic cop to life. Filled with determination, Peter Falk made his case to play Lieutenant Columbo, telling William Link that he would kill to take on the role. In their New York days, creators Link and Levinson knew Falk, who, interestingly, was quite the opposite of their envisioned Lieutenant Columbo. However, they all agreed on one crucial aspect. Falk possessed a likable quality that appealed to both men and women. While women found him sexy, men admired his unthreatening, humble, and relatable blue-collar underdog persona. As Columbo entered its 2nd season, NBC executives had a suggestion. They wanted to introduce a sidekick for the lieutenant. Link and Levinson weren't particularly enthusiastic about the idea of a young rookie detective, but the network exerted pressure on them to consider it. After much discussion with Stephen Bochco, the scriptwriter for the season opener, Etude in Black, the trio came up with an alternative solution. They decided to give Lieutenant Columbo a canine partner. Initially hesitant, Falk didn't warm up to the idea as he believed his character already had enough signature elements with the raincoat and cigar. Nonetheless, everything changed when Falk encountered the drooling basset hound rescued from a pound. In an instant, he knew that the adorable dog would make the perfect sidekick for Columbo. Amidst the special co-stars, one held a special place in Peter Falk's heart, his wife. Falk's path crossed with Shara Denise, who later became his second wife during the filming of the 1976 movie Mikey and Nicky. The movie was being shot in Denise's hometown, Philadelphia, where she landed a role as an extra as she pursued her acting aspirations. The bond between Falk and Denise grew, and they tied the knot in 1977. Interestingly, Denise had the opportunity to add some extra shine to her resume by appearing in a few episodes of her husband's iconic show, Columbo. Initially, her roles were minor walk-on parts, such as secretaries or alluring assistants. What many viewers may not realize about Columbo is that the trademark raincoat worn by the detective was Falk's own. The original wardrobe proposed for the character didn't sit well with Peter Falk's vision of Columbo. Determined to align the look with his imagined portrayal, the actor delved into his closet and retrieved an old, battered raincoat. He had purchased it years ago when he got caught in a rainstorm on 57th Street. Additionally, one of the blue suits chosen for him was dyed brown to create the unoppressive yet distinctively characteristic outfit that would be synonymous with his character for years to come. At the tender age of 3, tragedy struck Peter Falk when he lost his right eye to cancer. The life-saving decision to remove the eye was necessary to combat the malignant tumor, but it left him with a distinct appearance that some believed would hinder his chances in the film industry. Despite facing challenges, Falk's passion for acting persisted. In his early attempts to break into Hollywood, Falk faced discouragement. During a screen test at Columbia Pictures, studio head Harry Kahn dismissed him, citing the availability of actors with both eyes. Undeterred, Falk persisted and defied the odds to become an unlikely Hollywood star, standing at under 5 feet 6 inches and with a glass eye. Acting professionally didn't come until later in life for Falk. Before pursuing his passion, he wandered through various adventures, including a desire to become a CIA agent. However, the agency's response to his application to be a rifleman was less than encouraging, given his glass eye. Falk later tried his hand at working in the Merchant Marines, but found the experience unsatisfying. Eventually, Falk found his way into a career as an efficiency expert for the Budget Bureau of the state of Connecticut. Peter Falk's love life was filled with complexities and challenges. He courted his college sweetheart, Alice Mayo, for an astonishing 12 years before they finally married in 1960. Unfortunately, Falk's relentless infidelity became a recurring theme throughout their marriage. On every film set he worked on, he couldn't resist pursuing other women. Instead, Mayo chose to turn a blind eye to his indiscretions, trying to ignore the painful truth. However, as time passed, the hurt became unbearable, and she reached her breaking point. The couple eventually divorced in 1976, and soon after, in 1977, Falk married his longtime mistress, the actress Shara Denise, who was 22 years younger than him and had appeared on the show Columbo. Falk had noticed Denise 3 years prior while she was walking around in Philadelphia. He was immediately drawn to her and tirelessly pursued her, even though she initially showed little interest. Eventually, they began dating after he managed to win her over with persistence and charm. Despite finding love and adoration with his second wife, Falk's infidelity persisted, leading to explosive conflicts between the couple. In Hollywood, they were known as the Fighting Falks due to their frequent arguments, breakups, and reconciliations. The situation was certainly tumultuous, leaving many to wonder, what the Falk? Despite all the challenges they faced, Peter Falk and Shara Denise managed to stay married for an impressive 32 years, even surviving 2 divorce filings. Falk thoroughly enjoyed his life, cherishing both his passion for women and the success of his beloved TV show, Columbo. Throughout his career, he leveraged his iconic Columbo role to secure film roles in movies like The In-Laws, The Princess Bride, and Wings of Desire. He never ceased in his efforts to create more Columbo movies, but unfortunately, his last outing as the detective occurred in 2003. In 2006, 5 years before his passing, Falk began experiencing memory loss, which marked the onset of his Alzheimer's disease. His health also suffered after dental and hip surgeries, and anesthesia seemed to worsen his Alzheimer's condition. Despite his ailments, Falk was determined to make one final Columbo movie. As his health declined, a dispute emerged between his wife Shara Denise and his adopted daughter Catherine over control of his estate. Catherine claimed that she and her sister Jackie were barred from seeing their father for months, with Denise refusing them entry when they tried to visit. The situation added further complexities to Falk's final years, making his journey toward the end all the more difficult. The posthumous struggles for Peter Falk were both heartbreaking and bitter. His adopted daughter, Catherine, accused Shara Denise, his second wife, of elder abuse, but the judge ruled in favor of Denise, granting her conservatorship and limiting Catherine's visits with her father. Peter Falk's battle with Alzheimer's disease came to an end when he passed away in June 2011 at the age of 83. Unfortunately, his last public appearance was a disheartening one. He appeared disheveled and disoriented, wandering the streets of Beverly Hills with little awareness of his surroundings. Police had to intervene to ensure his safety as cars narrowly avoided hitting him. The relentless progression of Alzheimer's had taken a toll on Falk's memory, leaving him completely unaware of his iconic portrayal as Lieutenant Columbo for over 35 years. His doctor, Stephen Reed, revealed that he couldn't even recall his most famous role. Amid this tragic situation, a bitter battle ensued between his second wife and his children over his substantial $100 million fortune. In the end, Falk left the majority of his fortune to his widow, Shara Denise. It was a sorrowful conclusion to a remarkable life filled with adventure, love for women, and a deep connection to his beloved Columbo. Sadly, he was robbed of the memories of the extraordinary life he had lived. Goodbye, and rest in peace, legendary actor Peter Falk. Peter Falk.